Okay, good morning. For today, I will be discussing to you the last topic, which is all about the drama. Now, what we are going to discuss under this topic are the elements of drama, the types of drama, as well as its definition. Okay, let's start with the definition of drama. So, according to our definition here, it comes from the Greek word dran, which means to do or to act. So, based on the definition that we have here, we need someone to do or to act. So that means one of the basic elements of drama that we need is our character. We need an actor to deliver the lines, we need an actor to carry out the action, and we need an actor to give us proper facial expression so that your drama or your play will be appealing to your audience. A drama wouldn't be a drama without someone doing or acting what's written on the script. Okay, that's a simple definition of drama. Next, we are all aware or familiar of what a theater is. So it comes from the term theatron, and it is a seeing place or any specific place wherein you could watch a stage play or you could watch a specific drama. It could be in an open field, or it could be in a closed room, or the typical type of movie theater that we have today, or yung tinatawag nating sinihan. So that is a theater. Before, ang ginagawa lang kasi dyan is yung sa open field, tapos meron lang markings kung saan gagalaw ang mga actors, and then bahala ng mga tao kung saan sila uupo as long as mapanood nila yung specific play na pinoportray ng mga actors. So that is a theater or theatron. Okay, next. Aristotle, he is a Greek philosopher whose writings still influence us today. Now, anong kinalaman ni Aristotle in terms of drama? So according to our presentation, he was the first to write about the essential elements of drama. Now, talking about the elements of drama, he actually gave 6 important elements of drama na if we're going to compare it to the modern elements of drama that we have today, naka-pattern pa din siya, but meron lang tayo na dagdag na tatlo, which we are going to discuss later. So Aristotle's list is talking about what makes the best drama. So what are those elements? We have plot, theme, characters, dialogue, music or rhythm, and spectacle. Now let us discuss it one by one. The first one is the plot, which I know you are all aware and familiar, same with theme and characters. So again, let's just review. A plot is the basic structure of your story or the basic structure of your play. It's the basic storyline. Okay, it also refers to the action or the summary of your whole story. Okay, the next one is the theme. The theme is your central idea. Okay, and out of the theme, doon ka din kukuha ng iyong message or moral lesson for your audience. Okay, it's the meaning of the play. Kung ano lang yung theme mo, doon mo lang paiikutin yung buong story ng iyong stage play or ng iyong drama. Let's say for example, yung mga binigay natin before like love, war, friendship, crime, mystery, those are examples of theme. Okay, and out of the theme, doon ka kukuha ng iyong moral lesson or ng iyong message for your audience. The next one is your characters. So they are your actors. Silang magdi-deliver ng lines, silang magbibigay ng facial expressions, and silang magki-carry out ng actions. So sila ay isa sa mga pinaka-importanting components or elements ng iyong drama. Because again, a drama wouldn't be a drama without someone portraying the whole script or the whole stage play. Okay, the next one is your dialogue. This refers to the words written by the playwright and spoken by the characters in the play or yung tinatawag natin yung mga lines in your script. Okay, take note of this. Sabi dito ay spoken by the characters. You know, sometimes kino-consider natin in modern drama ang dialogue yung mga gestures, facial expressions, and yung mga simple closing of fist, yung mga nodding, shrugging of shoulders, those are considered also dialogue. Okay? Kasi hindi naman lahat ng galit ay sinasabing galit sila. Hindi naman lahat ng galit ay nagsisisigaw at wasang na wasang. Merong mga galit na umiiyak, nangingilid ng luha, nanginginig ang kamay, closing of fist, knitting eyebrows. So yun ay considered din as dialogue. Okay? Kasi dialogue is the reaction of a specific character doon sa kanyang kinakausap na isa pang character. That is a dialogue. If you already see a script, kung nakakita na kayo ng script, meron doon naka-open and close parenthesis, tapos ang nakalagay lang, the character Emmer will close his or her fist with knitted eyebrows and irap-irap, ganon. So, that's considered as dialogue kasi that's the reaction of the character to another character. I hope you do get the point. The next one is the music or the rhythm. Now, its music is easily identified if the play is actually musical, of course, because half of their or almost of their time portraying the play ay gumagamit sila ng music. Now, what about rhythm? It's the actors' voices as they speak. The best example natin is Jacqueline Jose. Diba? Whether siya ay galit, siya ay malungkot, siya ay masaya, iisa lang yung tone na ginagamit niya. Iisa lang yung rhythm ng boses niya. Masaya ako, galit ako, wag mo akong susubukan. Okay? Di ba mga ganun yung ano niya, yung mga lines niya. Very monotonous ang kanyang boses. So that's the rhythm na sinasabi. Charo Santos. Mahal kong Charo. Rhythm. Sobrang lumanay lang ng boses nila. Meron naman na let's say for example, they carry out a specific emotion. Galit. Merong mga galit na nagsisimula sa mahina lang yung boses. Pataas ng pataas or palakas ng palakas. That's rhythm. Meron naman nagsisimula sa sigaw na sigaw hanggang sa biglang mananahimik. That's rhythm. So how you carry out your dialogue using your voice, that is rhythm. Okay, the next one is spectacle. Now, this refers to the visual elements of a play such as sets, costumes, special effects, and etc. Kung ano yung nakikita mo doon sa theater or doon sa stage, that is an spectacle. Yung mga suot ng iyong characters, yung mga props, kung yan man ay may nalakad na puno, kung yan man ay may mga tela-telang gumagalaw, and etc. Those are spectacles. Okay, next. The elements of modern drama. Sabi ko kanina, merong nadagdag na 3. Doon sa elements listed by Aristotle, merong 4 na natira. These are characters, plot, theme, and dialogue. And the other 3 na nadagdag are convention, genre, and audience. Now, when we talk of convention, these are the techniques used by the playwright to create desired stylistic effect. If you watch live stage plays, kanya-kanyang diskarte kung paano makaka-relate ang audience sa mismong play. Kasi convention is how you make your story or your play relatable to your audience. Merong mga stage play na isang part ng kanilang play ay nag-i-invite sila ng audience to act with them or to be one of the characters. May isa akong na-experience na ganyan. Di ko na lang ma-recall kung ano yun, pero parang it's a story of Cinderella. Yung kailangan ng mga, di ba, ginawa akong chakarat doon. Kailangan ng yung 2 evil stepsisters, ganon. Parang ganon yung ganap namin doon. Di ko kilala yung isang kasama ko, pero kailangan namin mag-arte-arte doon. Nasusukatan kami ng sapatos, ganyan. Arte lang kami ng very, very sweet. So, yun yung tinatawag nating convention. You invite your audience para makarelate sila dun sa iyong stage play. Okay? That's convention. Aside from that is yung parang meron namang mga actors na nagtatanong sa audience. Ganyan. Para lang makarelate yung audience or maisama sila doon sa stage play. That's convention. Kasi in that way, nakukuha mo yung attention ng iyong audience. Kasi may iba na kaya lang naman nanonood ng stage play dahil wala silang magawa sa buhay or niyaya lang sila or nakapagbayad sila ng ticket ng hindi inaasahan. So that's convention. You make it relatable to your audience. Okay? The next one is genre. It's the type of play which we are also going to discuss later. So it includes comedy, tragedy, mystery, and historical play. So very common yan. Yung mga yan. Comedy, madami. Tragedy, marami rin. Yung mga samples natin ng historical play is yung Iliad and Odyssey. Tama ba ako? Parang ganun. Yung kay Helen of Troy, those are historical play kasi yun ay mga lumang-luma ng mga play. So that's an example of genre. The next one is audience. This is the group of people who watch the play. So alam na natin kung sino ang mga audience. Of course, yung mga nanonood. Okay. So this is an example of a plot structure wherein na-discuss na naman natin on our semi-finals. So we have the exposition, the rising action, the climax, falling action, and resolution. Now, what are the some other elements of drama? We have literary, technical, and performance elements. Now, when we talk of literary elements, ito yung the paper itself. Ano yung laman ng iyong script? Okay? Paano isinulat yung iyong script or yung iyong story? So we have here the first one is the exposition. It's the who, when, where, and what part of the play. So story organization, beginning, middle, and end. In literary elements, exposition refers to the start of your play. Okay? You have your beginning, you have your middle, and then your end. It's like a plot na meron ka ng structure, partly structure ng iyong play. So that's exposition. The next one is the conflict. The internal or external struggle between opposing forces. It's a feeling of uncertainty used to build interest. So we're all aware of what a conflict is. Okay? So ito yung mga kinakaharap na mga problema ng isang character. Whether it's internal or yung sa self or external or other forces like man, nature, society. Okay? Those are conflict. Now, the next one is the language. It's the diction or style of writing or the speech or phrasing style. The shaping of dramatic material or the setting. Now, when we talk of the language, it doesn't necessarily mean if it's English, Tagalog, French, German, Spanish, whatever. Okay? Kapag sinabi nating language, it's the diction or style of writing.